This month's square is the diamond twist pattern. I wanted to start off by showing you what it looks like. I think it's a lot of bang for your buck because it's a pretty easy pattern. It doesn't involve cabling at all, actually. It's just a twist. And this is what it looks like. Pretty nice. Okay, let's go over the pattern. So when you get the pattern, it's a good idea to read through it all before you actually start knitting, because if you just look at one part of it, there's a good chance that you might miss something. So I advise going through it whenever you get a pattern and just seeing what's there, what needs to be done. Also, so we're going to go through this pattern and anything that needs more attention, like the techniques or anything like that, I'll come back to, and we'll talk about that later. And I will also be demonstrating the techniques at the end of the video. So, strip 1, block 1, diamond twist. We've got our key, pretty self-explanatory. The garter stitch, knit increasing, knit in front and back, decreasing, knit 2 together. Then we've got a 1x1 right twist, right cable, which is right leaning, and then a 1x1 left cable or a left twist, which is going to lean to the left. So I have written out here exactly how you do both of those techniques, but I've also put a link in to the pattern that you can just click on. It'll take you right to my YouTube channel and directly to this technique. That way you don't have to watch this whole video again if you need to refresh on these techniques. On my YouTube channel, I also have the increasing and the decreasing and anything like that that you might just need a refresher on. Okay, so let's begin the square. First thing you're going to do is cast on 52 stitches. You don't want to cast on super tight, or it's going to make a small, tight little square in the beginning, and then you'll loosen up and it'll look kind of weird. So just either use a bigger size of needle if you need to, or just consciously do it a little looser. You're going to knit 4 rows and garter stitch, increasing 8 stitches evenly across row 4, equaling 60 stitches. So what that means is you just need to not increase 8 in a row. You might just knit 4, increase, knit 6, increase. It's not science. It doesn't have to be exact. It just doesn't need to be all together because that won't look good. 6 stitches are used for our border stitches and 54 stitches are used for our diamond twist pattern. And I want to talk to you about that real quick, because on every single square we do, we are going to have a garter border, okay, for every single, and it's going to have absolutely nothing to do with our actual pattern. So we've got our border stitches, then we have our actual pattern. So we're going to, let me just show you here. Here's a border. See, this is all knit. And then here's where my pattern starts. So you'd work 3 stitches for your border, place a marker, okay, and then you're going to work your pattern stitches, and then you come to the last 3 stitches. You finished your pattern here, the last 3 stitches, you place your marker and you knit. Okay, knit your 3, always knit your 3 first and last border stitches. Okay, so let's turn this over. So your next row is a right side. So you've knit your 4 rows, you've done your increasing, you've placed your markers, or you're going to place them now. The right side, which is also the first row of our pattern right here, okay? So, which we'll go through that in a second. So you're going to knit 3 stitches and garter, place a marker. These are your border stitches that will be on every block and not be part of the pattern. Then you're going to work row 1 of your diamond twist pattern using 54 stitches. Then you'll place a marker, knit 3 stitches and garter. These are your border stitches. Then you're going to continue the pattern as established until your diamond twist pattern measures 12.5 inches from the beginning of the diamond twist pattern, not the garter ridges, okay? That means that here are our garter ridges. Here's the beginning of our pattern. You want to knit 12.5 inches from the beginning of our pattern, okay? If it doesn't have to be exact, you just want it to be consistent. If you end up knitting 12 inches or 13 inches, you just want it to be consistent when you do all your other squares, okay? I don't have this written down, but I will have redone this and sent it out to you the proper way. You're gonna want to end on a wrong side row, okay? So that means you have worked a wrong side row, and that's where you're done. You're done with your pattern, okay? And then you're going to knit 2 rows and garter stitch, decreasing 8 stitches on row 1. Again, just evenly, not all together, bringing it back down to 52 stitches, okay? And do not bind off. Leave it on your needles, and we'll pick up again next month, because each strip is going to have a total of 4 squares on it. So you're going to knit 4 squares before you bind off, okay? Let's look at the pattern. So row 1, right side, says knit 1, left twist twice, knit 12, 3 times. So this is like algebra, and whatever's in your parentheses is what you're knitting 3 times. So this row is going to go knit 1, left twist twice, knit 12, left twist twice, knit 12, left twist twice, knit 12. Then you'll right twist twice, knit 1. Row 2 and all wrong side rows are purled. So that's pretty easy. That makes it nice and easy. Let's see. So you just have to pay attention. Okay, that's pretty much it for this pattern. Like, look at this. This says knit 4, left twist twice, knit 6, right twist twice, knit 2, 3 times. So you're going to be doing this, left twist twice, knit 6, right twist twice, knit 2, 3 times, and then you'll do that. Knit in with a knit 2, and then that's pretty much it. There's nothing super challenging here. We've got a knit 8, we've done that, right twist twice, and then a left twist, and then a knit 8. It's all just a matter of kind of paying attention to the pattern. And it is a 34 row repeat. So you're going to work 34 rows, and then when you do it again, you're actually going to work rows 3 through 33 one more time, okay? Now, if you do not get all the way through the second repeat of you've already reached your length, that's fine. You can just stop. You don't have to make it longer. If you get all the way through the repeats and your square is not long enough, that's fine. Just start another repeat. It's not a problem. It's not going to look bad. It's going to be fine. Okay? So let's do the techniques real quick. First, we'll start with the right twist. Okay, so right twist is you're going to, let's see here if we can do that. That's close. Okay. Involves 2 stitches. And we know that because it says a 1 by 1 left twist or right twist. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to knit 2 together, if I can do that with my needles. Okay, I'm going to knit 2 together. Just like normal. Pull it through, but I'm not popping it off my left needle, okay? I'm leaving that on. I'm going to separate these a little bit because then I'm going to come in and just knit the first stitch, okay? Pull it through just the first stitch and pop it off, and you've made 2 stitches. You've got your right twist right there. Okay, let's do it one more time. So you're going to come in and you're going to knit 2 together. Wrap it like normal. Pull it through. Separate these 2 stitches a little bit. go in just through the first stitch, pull it through, and pop it off. Okay, so that's your right twist. Now let's do the left twist. Again, just 2 stitches it involves. So for the left twist, we are going to leave this first stitch on the needle alone. We are not touching that, okay, yet. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come around to the back of our second stitch, and we're going to knit. We're going to go through there, just the second stitch, and we're going to wrap it. Just like normal, just like a normal knit. You're just knitting into the back of it, and you're going to pull it through just that stitch, okay? Then you leave them both on your left needle still, because then you're coming around, separate these, and now you're going to knit into the first stitch. Wrap it like normal, pull it through, and pop it off, okay? That's your left leaning twist. Let's do it one more time. So we're leaving the first stitch alone completely. We're going in through the back, just like that, wrapping it, pulling it through, coming around the front, and knitting that first stitch. That is your left leaning twist. And like I said, those are on my YouTube channel also if you just want a quick refresh and not have to watch this whole video. I think that's it for this pattern. It's pretty self-explanatory. But if you need help before our Zoom meeting, let me know. You can shoot me an email. But I will see you at our Zoom meeting, and you can come with any questions or any help that you need. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this square.